All right, hello chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back playing Breath of the Wild again. Not much in the plans aside from the standard. At this point, the never-ending Korok hunt continues. If I remember right, I think we were over 550. I think we were actually kind of close to 560. If I'm remembering well enough. I think we were at like 557 or something like that at the end of the other day. So I think it should be good. Straight up, right off the bat, I've been working on videos all day. I'm really like in the zone with it. I'm trying new stuff. I'm liking what I'm doing. I'm excited about it. Stream might be a little shorter because I kind of want to go and edit more. But since Spider-Man comes out tomorrow, I wanted to get something out there Breath of the Wild wise today. Because I know a lot of people have been vibing with Breath of the Wild more than anything else. So trying to keep that, I don't know how to say. Been trying to keep that group of people satisfied. That's the best way I can put it. I don't know. My brain is, it's been going full, like, it has not stopped since 6 a.m. Since I started, like, working today, my brain has been on full the whole day. So, it's a little slow. Admittedly, hold on. I didn't even have my emergency chat up yet. I was close, but I forgot one thing. Okay. So, up by Great Plateau, right here, there's 5 Koroks there I should grab. Just because there's nothing else, like, in this area that I have to do. Aside from just, like, these 5 Koroks. So, we will get this done. That mark is a little off, but it'll be fine. I'll find my way. Drop one here. Drop one here. And up here. Okay. Then I fast travel over. And we start the Korok hunt. I also can see the count right here when I do it this way. Added plus. Yeah, I've been just trying out new stuff. Grinding out the content. We're at 558. I thought we were at 557. So we're even better off than I thought going into today's stream, Korok-wise. Also forgot that I was at 94 shrines now, which is also nice. Because, like, we have 26 shrines left. That's not many. That's actually a pretty small amount of those to be done. I mean, just look at those hearts. Look at the stamina wheel. Beautiful. Might as well start with this. I did kind of get dropped in right next to it. Yeah, I don't really have too much else to say about what I've been up to today, actually. I ate chicken for breakfast, which my sister made sure to tell me she thought was odd before she left for school this morning. Because I've been up since pretty early. I had rough sleep last night just because it was one of those nights where I couldn't go to sleep because I couldn't turn my brain off. But it was like specific last night where I was thinking about stuff to do for videos, which then I got up and started working on today. That sort of like experimentation stuff that I was just mentioning. I was kind of just sitting there not able to go to sleep because I was just like brainstorming in bed. It happens, man. It's rough. Oh my god. Wait, what? I gotta come back to these areas more often. I mean, Jesus. I don't think I've ever one-shot one of those guys before. That came out of nowhere. Hey, not the worst kind of surprise. I feel like that blows up at the end. It scares me every time. I've never seen it blow up. I have no reason to think that it will, but every time that he does that, I think that it's going to be like an explosion at the end if I don't get away from it. I don't really know what the purpose of that attack is, in all honesty. If it doesn't like deal damage, all it does is give me an updraft. It's not much of an attack, if we're being honest. It's kind of just him handing me a way to attack him. Cole with glasses, yes. My eyes got strained this morning from just being at my monitor for too long straight, and that's not going to stop, because from MW2, yes, from recording stuff and from editing stuff, yeah, my eyes got strained. It happens. My eyes are super, well, they're not like super bad, but I have my one bad eye that if I'm being dumb and not like consciously thinking about how long I'm at my monitor, it'll strain. And sure enough, this morning I was not thinking about it. I was so caught up in what I was doing. So glad they updated the menu so we can actually see the camos. It was too dim before. I didn't even notice that. On PC, the camo menu update was like the best part of the update. Because on PC, there was a bug where with mouse and keyboard, if you hovered your mouse over the mastery camo section, it wouldn't like highlight or select anything. What you had to do was you had to move your mouse onto the camos to the left side, like the standard like camos you got by leveling and doing challenges for the weapon. And then you had to use WASD to move over to the mastery camo side. And you had to use spacebar to select the mastery camo you wanted to put on your gun. It was so painful. And thankfully, they fixed that. So now you can actually just use your mouse for your mastery camos. It's beautiful. Like, when my friends got on yesterday, I was like, boys, let me tell you, best part of the update. Let me show it to you. And I showed them that, and they were like, dude, this is the best part of the update. This is so nice. They make footsteps louder. I actually, not to give too much away, but I am trying out new stuff with, like, videos, specifically about COD right now. Not that it's only ever going to be, like, a COD format for me, but just that's the game I'm enjoying right now. But recording stuff this morning, I actually was talking about, I don't know if they got left untouched or if they got made louder, but to me, it sounds louder, and it seems like doing my gold camo completion, where you have to get kills without dying, like over and over again with guns, has been harder for me because I'm very much like a run and gun player. And I've had way more people yesterday and this morning who are just like holding angles on me as I'm running towards them. Like, I'll see them on a UAV, I'll be going towards where I know they are. And even thinking that I have the jump on them with the UAV, they're still just sitting there holding an angle on me because they heard that my footsteps. And I think they might be louder. I don't know if they're just the same as they were and I'm being a bitch about it and I'm just like complaining because I'm bad at the game or whatever. That's a possibility. But I also, like, I mentioned it just this morning while recording with, like, no one in the call or anything, just me talking to myself. I was like, I think they might be louder. I think, possibly. I just closed my map on accident. I'm liking the update overall for MW2, the Season 1 update. The multiplayer side of it is, like, it's a little disappointing. I don't know where Shipment is, because, like, Shipment was advertised as being a launch map in a blog post initially. But, you know, obviously, you've been playing. Shipment's not there. We got Shoot House, but we didn't get Shipment. So, something must have happened there. They added hardcore to the game, but it sucks. Frankly, I tried to play it for a couple matches. It's terrible. Shoot House is not a map I liked in Modern Warfare 19. Straight up, like, full transparency. I didn't like it then. I don't like it now, on top of the fact that if you go and play the Shoot House 24/7 playlist, it's easily the sweatiest group of players on the game right now. Like, people are trying so hard on the Shoot House 24/7 playlist, it's crazy. It's not even, like, skill-based or anything. Like, genuinely, I mean, my skill base probably plays a role, because, like, I'm somewhere between, like, average level player to, like, above average, just depending on how my last few games have gone. So it probably plays a small role in it, but like definitely just playing quick play has consistently been easier for me than trying to play Shoot House 24/7. It's very noticeably harder to play Shoot House 24/7 than anything else. Which sucks. Because, like, it's a new map, even if it's not my favorite map. It's new. But yeah, the multiplayer side, I'm, like, a little disappointed, because really, if we're looking at, like, the multiplayer content of what got added with the big Season 1 update that we've been waiting on, it's like, we got Shoot House, and we got Hardcore. Which, like, Shoot House, it is, like, on schedule. We were supposed to get Shoot House with this update. Hardcore is something that was supposed to be in at launch and got delayed because of the technical problems. So that's even just, like, they're playing catch-up on that. That's not even really, like, new. That's them getting caught up. Realistically, the only fully new content on multiplayer side of things right now is Shoot House. And which is, like, this is a full seasonal update. And all we got is, like, a map. So I'm disappointed on that side. And the weapons. Well, the weapons are everything, right? So the weapons, I'm not really counting as a specific part of any of the modes, except for one. I'll circle back. It's probably pretty obvious already, but I'll circle back to that. Warzone is good. There's a lot of differences between old Warzone and new Warzone that I've been trying to figure out. I finally have figured out how to get loadouts. Like, I think I understand all the methods to actually get my loadout in-game, of which there are 3 for the record, as far as I know right now. So that's good. I'm having a little trouble with, like, my positioning and stuff, but that's just learning a new Battle Royale map. Everyone has to go through that part of the learning process, so I've been getting caught out in bad spots and getting lasered, admittedly. I think the time to kill is way too fast on Warzone right now. Like, I'm dying before I can react. I'm killing people before they have any chance to react. I don't think the time to kill is in a good spot. The armor plates definitely need to soak up more damage before breaking, I think. I think that's probably the best solution to it. That's just the easiest change to make. Like, the base health value can stay the same, because, like, in multiplayer, the health carries over, right? So we don't want to, like, increase the MP health or anything. But definitely, time to kill is too fast in Warzone right now. Like, my buddies who I've been playing with have agreed with me on that, too, where it's like, people are just getting dropped. Like, it feels like you're playing multiplayer. It doesn't feel like there's all that much more health when you're playing Warzone right now. We should have gotten 3 maps. Well, we were promised 2 at season launch, one of which is just missing randomly for no reason. Like, no word on it, it's just not there. And we were supposed to get another 2 in the mid-season update. We were gonna get a brand new 6v6 map, like not a remake, and a new ground war and invasion map in the mid-season update. But now it's like, since shipment is just nowhere to be seen, it probably got delayed for whatever reason. So it's like, is shipment going to take the place of one of those other maps? And are we only gonna get 3 for the whole season? Or are we still gonna get all 4? I don't know what's happening. A little transparency would be nice. Admittedly, I am an Infinity Ward critic as a COD fan. I really am. And I'm not, like, I won't beat around the bush and act like I'm not. This is the most I've enjoyed an Infinity Ward game in a very long time. Because up to this point, the last Infinity Ward game that I actually enjoyed, Call of Duty-wise, like, thoroughly, was Modern Warfare 3, which came out in 2011. Like, I haven't loved an Infinity Ward game in a long time. I also should say that I officially hit the 100 hours played mark this morning on MW2. So, say what you will about that. But that did happen this morning while I was recording. I hit the 100 hour mark. Please be gentle. It's literally my job. My friends, like my IRL friends, have not been so gentle. A couple of them saw it on Steam, and they have not been so generous. But please be gentle. It's my job. Actually, one of my IRL friends was generous. He was like, bro, you should not have 100 hours played 3 weeks in, but music is still on. 20 minutes. Thank you. I didn't know that. What was I saying before? Oh, yeah. One of my buddies was like, well, I mean, you do make money by playing the game, so, like, it's fair. He's like, the game is fun, and you get paid for it, so, like, 100 hours isn't that bad. I was like, thank you. See, you're the rational one of the group. This is why I love you. Yeah. I don't know if MW3 will necessarily be their next COD or not. I think... No. It would be a very safe play on their part to do MW3. But even if they do another Modern Warfare game, it's like, are they going to keep numbering the reboots? I'm surprised they even numbered MW2, to be fair. Like, when MW2 was leaking, I said on stream that I don't think it's going to be MW2. I think they're going to subtitle it like Cold War sort of thing. But no. It's just MW2 2022. No, the second MW2. It's going to be under here, isn't it? Okay, yeah, let me go back. Did they address shipment? No. We have not gotten any word from them on why shipment's not in the game. I think they took down the old blog post, and they have not said yet why shipment's not in the game, unless I missed it. Because what I do know, what I will say I know, is that we ended up finally getting the patch notes. They came out, like, late. They came out last night. Like, the patch notes that address, like, all the weapon tunings and, like, what they changed and all that. Like, I know that the... What's it called? The mini-bach? The Bison SMG? Like, I now know that that got nerfed. Because yesterday, it was like, oh yeah, there was a weapons balance patch, but we don't have notes. Like, we don't know what they changed. But now we know what got nerfed, what got buffed, all that sort of stuff. I haven't read it myself yet, so maybe they addressed where shipment is in that. I don't know. But as far as I know, they have not given us any word on why shipment's not in the game. It's just absent. Like, it's just not there. Totally could be something that I missed. I can only do so much between, like, grinding out all the new unlocks in the game, making videos on said stuff that I'm grinding out, and, like, trying to keep up with all the news. Like, I'm one guy. I edit my own videos kind of shit, you know? Like, I'm here trying to make TikToks and shorts and, like, trying to mix in some long form stuff and trying to, like, put in the time. Sorry, sneeze. Put in the time off camera to grind out all the stuff to be able to show it off and talk about it and have a good understanding of it. And, like, I'm just one guy. I can't keep up with all of it. It's a lot, and it's almost a good thing to be at a point with a Call of Duty game nowadays where, like, I can't keep up. Because if we're being completely honest, the last few years of Call of Duty have not been bad, but they've definitely been underwhelming compared to other live service games, right? Like, you compared Modern Warfare 2019 to, like, Fortnite, or, like, even Black Ops 4 to Fortnite. And it's like, these are two live service games that, like, Fortnite is constantly dropping absolute banger updates that are just packed to the brim with content. And Modern Warfare 2019 was like, we'll give you a multiplayer map every 2 months and maybe a gun along with that. Does that sound good? Like, you know, COD was lacking a bit. But now it's like, yesterday we got 2 brand new game modes We got new weapons. We got new multiplayer map. We got told that there was going to be another new game mode coming in a mid-season update. So it's not there yet, but they told us, like, yeah, next month we're going to be dropping another new game mode. Actually, this morning, another new game mode leaked for Modern Warfare 2. A much smaller one than, say, like, DMZ or Warzone or Raids or anything like that. But we did actually just this morning get another leak of a new game mode that they're bringing to MW2 in a future season. TLDR, it's called COD Ball, and apparently it's a Rocket League type mode for Modern Warfare 2. So, like, I'm open to the idea. It's a bit of an interesting thing to drop, but, like, I'll keep an open mind. Map. I need a rusty that is so fucked. Let me tune my sensor for it. Would it be in equipment? Probably. Where are the shields? Oh man, could you not have split up the equipment section into more subsections? This is brutal. This is actually cruel. There are so many weapons in this game. There's the rusty shield. Like, it's a good thing for Call of Duty to be in a spot where I can't keep up, in all honesty. Like, but on my end, being a one-man army, trying to cover everything at once and keep up with all of it, like, every time something happens with Modern Warfare 2, it consumes my life for a few weeks. That's been the pattern so far, and probably will continue to be the pattern. Oh, it's just in the water? Like, even today, for people who weren't here at the very beginning when I said it, stream is gonna be a little shorter today. I don't have, like, a set length I'm going for or anything, but I've been trying out some new stuff, video-wise, that I would like to get back to, so the stream is gonna be shorter than usual today. At some point, I'm just gonna be like, alright, I'm going back to working on videos, because there's a lot to do. I would have, like, I was talking to a friend when I was trying to make this decision this morning, and I was like, I would not stream today. Like, I would push the stream to tomorrow, but tomorrow Miles Morales comes out, and I'm gonna start playing that. That's gonna be a much shorter 100% than this, of course, right? Like, Miles Morales will only take a handful of days of streaming. But, like, that comes out tomorrow, so I can't push it to tomorrow. And I'm waiting on, like, a call from across the country, family-wise. That's just gonna be, like, when I get that call, I have to leave town for a few days, sort of thing. So today was just a really bad day to, like, want to push stream, because, like, I'm in a spot where I could, but I really don't want to, just because of the circumstances. Like, I want to still have, like, Breath of the Wild stuff out there for people to watch, because I know that people have been enjoying it a lot. There we go. What time you end it? Yeah, I don't have a planned time. I'm just gonna play for a bit, and we'll see. We'll see. I genuinely don't have a plan for, like, length or anything. I know that I'm not gonna go full 4 hours today. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, honestly, like, by far, to wrap up MW2 thoughts, DMZ is the best part of the update. Definitely the part that I didn't expect would be the best part. I kind of expected DMZ to be the weakest part of the update going in, but somehow here we are. Like, DMZ's in beta, but the content that's there right now is so good. Like, me and friend of the show, Sam, overnight last night, like middle of the night last night when I couldn't sleep, we're running some more DMZ, getting some more of our quests done, like some of those early faction quests that you can do. And at the start, it gives you like 4 quests. And that's all. And you can't unlock more quests until you've completed all of them. More accurately, it gives you like 3, with a 4th one there, but like not visible from the start. Or not, sorry, not completable at the start. You have to do the 3 to unlock the 4th one. And then once you have the 4th one, you have to do that to unlock any more. But what happens when you do complete that 4th one, because me and friend of the show did it last night, is it unlocks an entire 2nd tier of quests for the first faction you were working for. And I believe there were 7 of them in that 2nd tier. And it unlocks an entire other faction to start working for that also has like 7 quests available from the start. So it's like once you get through those early 3-4 quests in DMZ, it suddenly throws like 15 at you. And is like, here, do any of this that you want. And then the mode really gets opened up. Like those first 4 quests are kind of like to tutorialize the mode. It makes you go do a phone contract. It makes you clear a stronghold. Like all this stuff to kind of get the basics of how DMZ works figured out. And then it takes the training wheels off. And it's like, alright, just go do whatever the fuck you want. Go play around in this giant sandbox mode that we made. And it's really good. Especially considering that they're calling this a beta for the mode. Like, this could have been a full release mode. Like, they have so much good stuff there. Obviously, I talked on stream yesterday while we were playing it about, like, once I've done all the faction quests, currently, as far as I know, there's nothing to keep me coming back to DMZ once I've done everything that's there right now. Like, there's no endgame grind. There's no sort of, like, content that's way out in the distance that I can just endlessly play since I enjoy the mode. There's nothing like that. And I think that's a problem. I think that's something that needs to be looked at for sure. But like, for this being the beta, it's damn good. I'm really impressed by it. It's the part I've enjoyed the most out of the update. It's the part all of my friends that I've been playing with have enjoyed the most out of the update. Like, Warzone is good. Warzone's not bad. Warzone 2 is pretty solid. But, like, DMZ is so good. It's just a casual take on Tarkov, which is all it ever needed to be. Like, even before it came out, when I was talking about it, just off, like, leaks and rumors, I was like, if they just make Tarkov, but they make it accessible to, like, a general FPS player, or even someone who's not super familiar with FPS games, then that's all they need to do. Because Tarkov is amazing. Tarkov is an absolute feat of indie gaming. Like, it's incredible how they managed to pull off the amount of things they have in that game. And it's such a satisfying experience when you learn how to play Tarkov. Like, at first, it's so overwhelming, and especially when you watch people play it from the outside, it's like, I could never do this. But the more time that you spend with it, Tarkov is, like, the most rewarding game to learn that I've played in the last few years. I fucking love Tarkov. And all that they did with DMZ is they took that formula and they made it way easier to digest for the average player by, like, just using COD-style loadouts, not making things as soul-crushing if you, like, die in raid and lose your gear. It's a lot easier to go into the next raid, like, feeling good about it, feeling like you can keep playing even though you lost something, sort of thing. Like, Tarkov, when you die, you lose, like, anywhere from an hour of progress to, like, 4 or 5 hours of progress, depending how much stuff you brought in pre-death, right? Tarkov can be, like, really soul-crushing when you die in raid. But DMZ is not that. If you die in raid, it's like, oh, that kind of sucks. Run it back. Put me right back in. Like, I want to go again. DMZ, they did a really good job making it a lot more casual and a lot more accessible. I'm very impressed by how they managed. It will never replace Tarkov. Like, as soon as Tarkov wipes again, I'm going to be grinding the fuck out of Tarkov again. But DMZ is a really, really solid offering for MW2. What the fuck? How do I get this? Oh, can I use my magnet, maybe? Yeah. Remember how much of a failure Dirty Bomb was in Cold War? Yeah. Well, Dirty Bomb was supposed to be like their ground war type mode, I guess. Oh wait, no it wasn't. Never mind. They had a ground war mode, didn't they? I don't know what they were thinking. Sorry, not ground war, Dirty Bomb. I had one friend who actually, like, he genuinely loved Dirty Bomb. I thought it was fucking awful. I thought it was terrible. Yeah, I think Warzone 2 is good. I have one worry with Warzone 2 though. Between Warzone and DMZ, I do have a worry. As much as I talked about DMZ being like super accessible and like new player friendly, Warzone 2 is not, like, at all. Warzone 1 was super new player friendly. I feel like it was so easy to hop into Warzone 1 and figure out what's going on and feel like you have a chance to compete. Warzone 2 feels like if I wasn't someone who played Warzone 1, and if I wasn't someone who already had grinded out like half of the weapon roster in Modern Warfare 2, levels-wise and camo-wise, I think I would be so overwhelmed by Warzone that I would not want to play it. I think as much as DMZ is super accessible, I don't think Warzone is at all. I think they might have not gone too hardcore with Warzone 2, because like I don't think it's that hardcore. Like when I think of like a BR game, like a battle royale game that's actually like really, really hard to get into, I think of like Apex, right? Like Apex is super fun. Such a blast of a game. But the new player experience on Apex is kind of rough, and it's not even because of like the way the game is designed or anything, but it's because of the movement. Like the movement alone creates such a gap in knowledge and like even mechanical skill on Apex that when you go in as a new player, you feel like there is zero chance you could ever learn to get to that level and compete, even though the movement's pretty easy to learn in Apex. It feels so overbearing. I know so many people personally who have never played Apex because they think it's like the sweatiest try-hard game on the market. Which it's really not. Like me and my friends, granted, me and my friends were all like, this is me flexing. This is me flexing my FPS. Oh, Nintendo! No! Alright. I haven't done this with Breath of the Wild in a long time. I haven't bitched about technical stuff. But come on! They didn't even finish this hill. They forgot to texture part of this geo. You can see right through it. Nintendo. Sorry. It's been a good while since I've had a solid technical complaint about Breath of the Wild, so there you go. I know people love when I'm complaining. Love it. Sorry, that was a distraction. I don't even know what I was talking about. Something about Apex. Sweatiest game is tied for League, Valorant, and chess. I would say, honestly, out of those, it's chess. Like, I've played Valorant. I don't even feel like Valorant is sweaty, necessarily. I played a good amount of Valorant with my ex. She really liked Valorant. I was terrible at it. She hard carried my ass. But I never felt like it was because people were trying that hard. I think it's just the game is made to be competitive, and it's not made with anything else in mind. So even when people are just kind of relaxing, like playing a for fun game of Valorant, it feels like they're sweating on you when they're really not. It's just, you know, it's a competitive game that they understand how to play, and at least in my case, I didn't. I dropped it the first game I played. Yeah, like that's the thing, is people will pick it up and be like, the movement is so hard to figure out. Other people have the movement figured out, so I'm just getting destroyed. Like I don't feel like I can realistically put the time in and like learn the game, and they'll just not play it. I think that's Apex's like biggest problem. Oh, I know what I was about to say on Apex. I was gonna say like, you know, here's Cole flexing his gamer creds again. But like, I played a lot of Apex ranked in my life. I love Apex. I have been a consistent diamond player when I have been playing in ranked. So of my friends who I play with were all pretty good at the game. And so like, yeah, we'll go and play like unranked Apex and just screw around and get like 20 kills. 20 kill games sometimes as a party if we really have a great game in like quick play. Or I don't know what it's called in Apex, just unranked play. We'll get like a 40 kill game collectively as a squad. Like we'll wipe nearly the entire lobby. Sort of like, and we'll just be like laughing, just cracking jokes, holding the W key on people, like no thought, just running straight at them. But it's because there's such a movement gap that like once you have learned Apex, if players don't have that kind of understanding mechanical level with the movement, you don't even have to try. Like you'll just have such an innate advantage on people that it doesn't even take effort anymore. Which I think is a good thing. I don't think that's a bad thing. But I do think it pushes new players away. I don't think it's bad for a game to have a skill gap like that. Because Apex's skill gap feels very genuine. Because it's like a good mix of knowledge and mechanical skill, right? Like, yeah, you could just know how to like, I don't know, super glide or like tap strafe. Like you could know in theory what to do with all of these random like movement tech things in Apex. But if you don't actually like go in and learn the mechanical side of it and get the muscle memory built up to be able to do it consistently, like you won't be able to do it. Deleted it because it took up too much space. It is kind of big. Like I currently don't have it installed. Like when I'm not playing Apex, I don't let it sit on my hard drive. What the fuck is happening up there? That's new. Where even is that? Is that Gerudo Highlands? Hold on. It is. Might be there? Or oh, this mountain. Okay. I don't think I've ever heard someone rant non-stop about games for that long. What, as I just did? Do you understand the powers of ADHD? And being an absolute fucking nerd? Do you understand what a powerful, broken combo that is? Oh, please! Plus, like, my brain is just in analysis mode because of the giant COD update and grinding out videos and stuff for it for the last day and a half. Well, I guess the last 24 hours now. The update was 24 hours ago. But I started grinding at 8 a.m. yesterday morning because I wanted to get ahead on a couple more things. A couple more things. Oh yeah, I wanted to just get a couple guns leveled and ammoed up that I didn't have going into the update. So like, genuinely, this is the first thing I've done in the last day and a half outside of like eating and working out that has not been working on COD videos. Or if not directly working on a video, then working towards something that I will use or showcase in a video. I couldn't rant about anything for a straight 15 minutes. It's the ADHD, I'm telling you. I don't understand. I mean, obviously, I don't feel like it is even obviously. I feel like people don't talk about, like, I don't want to use the word spectrum, but, like, there are very, like, varying amounts of ADHD. It's kind of the most basic way I can say it. Like, mine is bad. Mine, like, gives me chronic insomnia kind of bad because I can't turn my brain off when I'm trying to go to sleep. Like, this thing does not stop. Thought is 24/7, around the clock. So especially when there's things that I've been thinking about and I start talking about those things out loud, it'll just keep going. I think a lot. I didn't know you were on Grindr. I'm not. I should be. All the grinding I've been doing. It's getting clipped. I've already shot myself in the foot. As soon as that came out of my mouth, it was... But hello, Jacob. What is making the glowy sound? Is it the chest? Wait, is this a Korok? No. Like, wait a second. What I'm here for? What is making that sound? Fuck. 3 stamina wheels spin to win. It really is. Never been described as minor nor severe. Mine has been described as acute, which, like, I don't even know if they will use, like, minor or severe, like, diagnosis-wise. I don't even know if that's, like, a thing that they do. But mine has been described as acute, which I guess is essentially just to say, more than is typical, but not necessarily, like, severe. Acute ADHD, Cole's doctor. No, acute with an A. Totally different. Come on now. It's gonna make me climb up this fucking thing. God damn it. I got caught on the brain. Well, what's worse is that I've been doing videos for the last day. Speaking of me being in, like, full speak mode, where the mouth is not stopping. Probably doesn't help that I've only been working on videos for, like, the last day. Because you know what I've been doing? I've been sitting in this chair, talking to myself for a fucking day. Well, I've had, like, people who I've been, like, playing games with and stuff while I've been recording. But outside of that, I have been talking to myself for the last 24 hours. Fully, genuinely. Everyone, all these kids want to be a YouTuber. They don't realize that it means you're going to sit in your bedroom and talk to yourself for 24 to 48 hours straight sometimes. They don't know what they want. They don't know what they're asking for, chat. They have no idea. I guess it beats a desk job, though. At least for me, it does. But hello, Rex and Amelia. How's it going? ADHD. Acute. Most intelligent conversation I get all day. Why do I always sound... This is a good thing to bring up. Why is it? This can't just be me. I feel like this has to be like a general experience sort of thing where everyone will feel the same way. Why do I sound the smartest when I'm talking to myself? Like when I'm not having a conversation with another person. That's when I'm the most well-spoken. Is when it's just me talking to myself. Or thinking to myself. Why is that? I don't stutter when I talk to myself. I stutter when I talk to people. Well, not much. I've mentioned before, I had a stuttering problem. I haven't for a while. It comes and goes. Sometimes I'll stutter on occasion, but it's not very often. It used to be pretty bad, like when I was in high school. Ooh, Blood Moon. Have not finished the shrines or the Koroks. We're at, like, about 570 Koroks. And, what is it? 94 shrines. That's how much we have complete now. Goal is to... I think the goal should be... Obviously, 600 Koroks is a goal I'm going for. I've said if I hit 50 a day, then, like, right now I'm at 570. So let's say I get to 600 by the end of today. Then after 6 more days after today, I'll have all the Koroks done. If I just keep that pace. Oh, fuck off. So, like, 50 a day is a great Korok pace. A little more, a little less. Like, I did a little extra on the last stream. I was at like 560 pretty much when I opened up the game today. But if I keep that rough pace of 50 a day, it won't even take that much longer. But damn it, they're just gonna keep blowing the fucking horns down there. This is not raining now. I can actually... Got the climb down prompt. Wait, what the hell? There we go. There's the flag. You know how to wind bomb? No. Hello, boys. Don't worry about me. Is that a rock? That was a barrel. Stay articulate? Yeah, my ass. Have you heard me talk? I talk to myself all fucking day. Have you heard me? Articulate my ass. Yeah, I don't really have any interest in learning like the speedrun tech or anything like that. I'm of a general opinion that not everyone agrees with, and it's whatever. But I don't really like speedrun tech in games. I feel like in a lot of cases, it can ruin the fun. And again, like it varies from person to person, but for me, I've always found that it can tend to just ruin the fun. I kind of like playing it more the way it was made to be played. Makes sense. Like doing goofy shit, obviously the coal jump is one thing. But as soon as I start like launching myself on around the map, doing like boomy zoomies and shit, like that's entirely different. Yet you use fast travel, hypocrisy. I mean, throwback to day one, that was something I said that people did not like. Got some comments about that one, understandably. It's a weird opinion of mine. I don't like fast travel in games. I'm generally someone who's like, part of the fun of open world for me, as someone who doesn't even love the genre that much, like part of the fun is like the adventure from place to place. And the fast travel tends to just cut a lot of that out. I've never really been one to fast travel. But this game is like, the amount of time it would add to this playthrough to not fast travel. Like, could you imagine? 100%ing Breath of the Wild, but never fast traveling. I don't even want to think about it. You have to be articulate to stay articulate? Yeah, that's probably it. On Link. We jump all the way. Let's go. Bonk. So many monster parts. Bloop, 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 bloop. Did I still have a problem with stuttering? I just, the way that I slowly, well, okay, one of the things I did to fix my stuttering is like viable for pretty much anyone. The other one, less so, straight up off the bat. Like, there are two big things that fixed my stuttering. One of them's viable for pretty much anyone. One of them's not. First thing was I just slowed down. Like, I just intentionally, every time I opened my mouth, I slowed down my speech. And I used to be in the habit of not saying like or anything like that. Like, I would just shut up. If I was about to say or I would just shut my mouth and sit there and think. That was one thing that just over time slowly made it better and better. The other thing was I started streaming. And streaming slowly but surely, just over time, it became less and less and less, and then it was just those two things together was like poof, gone. Hear the Birdman. There's the 2 flower. 3 flower. That's 5. Full flower. I'll start a Facebook gaming account and become a famous streamer. Yeah, the streaming was not intended to have that effect. That's not why I was streaming. But it had that effect. Where, like, noticeably the more I streamed, the less I stuttered. What's the song? Tell me your riddles. Fuck off. It points you over here, but from what I'm looking at, I don't think this is gonna where I do it. Can't shoot between those. Definitely. And I saw when it went back to talking to him, there's a bunch of them over here. A ton of them. Let's see, what could I line up here? This sword fucking sucks. I don't know where I got this thing, but Jesus Christ. Oh wait, that's my axe. This spear fucking sucks. Like is the new it drives me up the wall. That's a habit that I got out of. That sometimes I'm like, I'd probably go back and like intentionally, there it is. Probably go back and see. I should fix it. Fuck off. Hello, I did it. Come on. Show me the money. Right there. You saw it. I saw it. Went straight through. Both of them. Punk. Oh, so the other way it works, huh? I see how it is. I don't even know why I tried to do that. Like, that shouldn't have worked, but it did. Don't know why, brain just goes burr. I don't know. Now would be a good time for me to focus on being more well-spoken again. Like, the end of high school, I was very, like, my speech was, I was very well-spoken. At the end of high school, like when I graduated high school. Fantastic. Very good. Probably had something to do with the girl I was dating at the time, who was also incredibly well-spoken and is now finishing up her pre-med and is also playing college sports. And she's a very smart, very motivated and driven person. We had been together for a little over a year at that point. Probably had something to do with it. It's one of those things where it's like, whoever you're around, they rub off on you more and more over time, depending on how much you're with them. I was hanging around with her a lot. And that definitely, like, admittedly had something to do with it. I just do. Well, did something good. Let's do it the other way then. Oh, I see. Wait, why is that one? Oh, I see. I actually do see. No, it might sound like I'm memeing. I'm not. Boom. No chest? Come on now. Really? Hell. It's not. Shit. Alright, we go down. There's a little, like, moving platform. I think there's a chest tucked behind here. The ball would never go down here. There's no possible way that the ball lands down here. Yep, there it is. No! Ow. I was like, come on, save the time. Oh. I can't talk about anything without having to dumb it down tremendously to fit within 200 characters? Really? It sounds like me last night trying to fit all the info into this fucking short that I was making, dude. The one that I published last night. Warzone... Back to COD talk. Warzone has a lot more going on. Like, a lot more factors and kind of reasoning behind why I do what I do. So I was trying to break down this weapon, talk about how to get the most out of it. And I didn't, like, even really pushing it and cutting out every little breath and pause and everything in my voice. I had to cut, like, half of the info I wanted to have in there out of it. And I still ended at the 58-second mark. Shorts have a 60-second limit. So, for those who don't know, it's a hard 60-second limit or else it won't be a short. So, like, I was very frustrated last night. So I was sitting there, just like, fuck, let me cut something out. Like, what else can go? How do I fit in the most important stuff if I can't fit in everything? I even considered, like, making 2 shorts and, like, linking part 2, essentially, off of the first one. But then there's the reality of a lot of people are going to find part 2 in the algorithm first, just because of the way YouTube is and the way it serves up content. And no one's going to go back to part 1, and even if I do that, I have to take valuable time out of the beginning to part 2 to be like, hey, this is the second part, go to the first part. People hate part 2s, by the way, that as well. Like, I didn't do it because it was terrible. But if I wanted to fit in all the important info, I would have had to do that. What ended up happening was I just had to settle, make a 60-second version, fit in what I thought was the most important, leave out a ton, and just be like, I pinned a comment. And I was just like, if you guys want a full video, I'll make a full video and I'll pin it here. But, like, I can't put any more info into a short. This is all I can do. Which then led to my insomnia being very bad last night. Back to I can't sleep because I can't turn my brain off. I mentioned it just like maybe 30 minutes ago. But I got terrible sleep last night because I was sitting there trying to go to sleep, like in bed. I was laying there trying to go to sleep. My body was tired, but I couldn't stop thinking about videos and how to do videos and like new video ideas. And I couldn't fall asleep last night. It was terrible. My brain wouldn't shut off. I also, on top of that, was excited because while I was recording like footage for B-roll, B-roll is accurate, but I wasn't gonna say that out loud. While I was recording B-roll, I jumped between a couple of friends' streams, a couple of streamer friends who were live last night, because I've been talking about, but I've been getting back on like being connected with other streamers, and I really like talking to other streamers and hanging out in their communities, and it feels good to see them happy that I'm there and like supporting what they do. And I like it. I like all of it. And I was very excited about having done that last night. I went to bed feeling great about that. Feels good, man. It is a feels good, man. I've made new connections on Twitter the last couple days. I've made friends with new streamers. One of the new streamers I've recently become friends with. I was in her chat last night, just hanging out while I was working on videos. Great. I just couldn't sleep last night. Like, I was hyped up off of my feels good, man, and I was also just thinking about what I was gonna work on video-wise today. I could not sleep. Just one of those nights where I even got to a point where I just accepted it and I was like, I'm not going to be able to fall asleep. I got back out of bed. And you know what I did? I did a little bit of work on videos. I went back to grinding out the COD, getting stuff ready for this morning. Because what I really didn't want to do was record a video. Record voiceover for a video. Sorry. Record voiceover for a video because I would have woken up the whole house and people would have been very angry at me. I have been very straight up about this before. My microphone input volume, very quiet. Like, you guys don't know how quiet my microphone is. Right now, my microphone, currently as we speak, is at 25% volume. I am loud. I'm loud. I'm just loud. That's all there is to it. I was gonna say more, but no, I'm loud. So when I'm recording, the whole house fucking knows that I'm recording. When I'm streaming, they know that I'm streaming. It's one of those things where I'm so loud. And I can do things like audio-wise for videos and streams to make it seem like I'm not, but I am. And it's just one of the things last night I was like, I can set myself up for stuff to work on in the morning, but I can't necessarily produce a video in the middle of the night. I can't sleep because I think about what I would do with the money if I won the lottery. I'm so boring with that. People, like, that's one of those fun questions that people are like, oh, if you won the lottery, because, you know, it'll be like, Powerball has like an 800 million pool right now, right? Whatever it was, whatever it is at, I don't keep up with the lottery. I don't play the lottery. But one of those things where people will be like, oh, what would you do if you won the lottery? I'm like, I would buy a house for like $500,000 probably, about, and I would put it in savings. And I would use it as I need it and nothing else. The last big lottery was 1.9. Did it get up to 1.9? Last I heard it was at like 800 mil. That's crazy. I mean, after tax, how much of that do you think you even get to keep, realistically? Like, maybe $1 billion? That's still a lot, if even that much. But, like, at that sort of level, even just say that you got to keep 800 million, like, you're not working. You're not working a day in your life. Oh, that's one of the things that all of my friends are like, I would never work again. I'm like, what? What do you mean you would never work again? I've talked about this in the past. On days that I don't stream, even if I'm doing videos, but I don't stream for like the couple hours at least, I will be so fucking bored by the end of the day. Like, genuinely. When I don't, like, work on something out of feeling like I need to, I will be bored out of my mind. I can barely go a day without working. Genuinely. I don't work every day because I feel like I need to. I work every day because if I don't, I'm gonna be so fucking bored. It keeps me entertained. It gives me something to do. Like, sure, there's something to be said about, like, I need to work, like, 5 days a week minimum. 6 is good. 7's a little much. It's not necessary, but I do 7 work days a week. Because it keeps me entertained. It gives me stuff to do. Guy in California won it. He walked away with 900 mil. Okay. I wouldn't work again. I have so many things to be doing. Traveling, working out, reading, hiking, biking. But, like, would you not be bored? Because, like, even say working... Because, to be fair, working for me is, like... I work on stuff that I actually want to do. Some of my work is purely for money. Like, my e-commerce stuff that I do on the side, right? Like, that's purely for money. Day trading, I do purely for money. But, like, my YouTube channel, I would do the YouTube channel if there was no money in it. Like, I just like doing this, you know? The money's, like, a nice benefit that I can get out of it. And do I worry about the revenue stuff? Yes. I would be lying if I said I didn't. Because it's one of those things where it's like, even though I do this just for fun, and I started out doing this for fun and stuff, and the money was never, like, a reason to start, once you start making money off of it, it becomes something that you think about every day. Because it's money. Like, the #1 universal thing that every single person cares about. Unless they have so much money that they have no reason to care about it. Like, the only case in which people don't care about money is the case where they just don't need it anymore. If you win lottery, it's a different story. What do you mean? If I won the lottery, I would essentially live the same day-to-day life I live right now. I would buy a house right away, even if it was not a good deal, because, like, it doesn't really matter at that point with $900 million in your bank. It just doesn't. I would go buy a house, full cash, no mortgage. But, like, I would pretty much live the same day-to-day that I do now. I would probably stop doing e-commerce. Probably not, though, honestly. Because if I'm being honest, I would probably move just towards, like, helping friends of mine manage theirs. Like, that would probably become what I end up doing at that point. Like, I wouldn't be doing my own, but I also wouldn't drop it entirely. I wouldn't be working for someone. Yeah, like, that's essentially what I'm trying to say, is that, like, right now, I only work for myself, and the stuff that I do for work, while it can sometimes feel like work, and, like, I don't want to do it, but I do it anyway, it gives me something to do day to day, and I enjoy doing it. So, like, I don't think I would stop working if I won the... At least not on this. That was a really easy one. I don't know why my comment isn't posting. There's no foul language in it. Just look at it. See if there's anything that YouTube might have a chance of being like, oh, we don't want that to go. Like, anything. Even if it's not, like, language or anything. It could be a phrase. It could be some other random weird word that it's picking up. Take a good look and think like YouTube. Shit, I don't even need to climb that one. You do hear that a lot of lottery winners blow all the money and become poor afterwards? Well, yeah. people are like weirdly naturally inclined to like immediately spend money after earning. It's just a weird thing. And it's not even, it doesn't have to be like a massive amount of money. Like, I have a friend right now who only works over the summer because he's a student. So he'll work a job over the summer, and then throughout the school year, when he's at university, he won't work. He'll just do school, right? And during the summer, he's like perfectly fine. He's spending money on whatever the fuck he wants to. Just, you know, living his life. But then the entire school year, every year, he's broke. And he doesn't want to spend money on anything. Like, even if it's not a large amount of money, like, people just have this weird inclination to spend money just because they have it. Another buddy of mine worked full-time for... how long? A year and a half. Recently left, but he worked full-time for a year and a half and was living life, kind of what I was just saying, like spending money on whatever he wanted to, sort of thing. Now that he's not, he's fucking broke. He has like $200 in his checkings account. Which isn't broke, but like, he doesn't have for fun money. Like, he's scraping by. Yeah, there are definitely people out there more broke than $200 in the account, but like, he doesn't have for fun money. He can only ever spend money on things he needs. People love to talk about the money they make. No one wants to talk about the money they save. The money you save is so much more important too. Like, I've spoken about it before. I don't know if I've spoken about it on Breath of the Wild at all, but probably just with the amount of time I put in. I started a habit in high school where I saved 30%. Like, 30% of every check I ever got went to my savings account. And 30% of every check I got went to... Or, sorry, in high school, I was doing just 50% went to my savings account. The habit changed. I started talking about my more recent habit. When I turned 18 and opened a brokerage account for trading stocks and stuff, I changed it to 30% of every amount, like every paycheck, every deposit, whatever I get, goes to my savings. And 30% goes to my brokerage account. And I keep 40% in my checkings to like spend on my expenses and just general things I want to purchase, sort of thing. Difficult? Yeah. Thankfully, still on like family health insurance because you can stay on that for a lot longer than I thought you could. When I moved out and started having to think about those things, like rent, insurance, all that stuff, I then was like, when do I have to start paying for health insurance? Only until 26? Yeah, that gives me 6 years. Like, I still have 6 years. That's a long time. Like, you'd think they would cut you off a lot sooner. I've always paid my own car insurance though. But health insurance, thankfully, I'm still covered on for a while. It's not something I have to think about for now. You know who made that change? Before him, it was 18. I did not know that. I mean, I was a child. Like, even, the last time that Obama was our president, I was 14 years old. So, yeah, I didn't fucking know. Imagine actually having to pay insurance for transport. Bike's better. I have a car. Like, I thankfully, I can afford, I was able to afford to pay for the car. I was able to afford the insurance. I was able to afford the gas. I'm still able to afford the insurance and the gas. And like, that's not something that everyone can afford, but I can, and I always have paid for it since I was able to have a car. Doesn't mean it's a better system because of it, nor does it help bring costs down. I mean, probably not. But when it comes to politics, everyone really only cares about what affects them and how. So, like, for me, not the worst. For the next 5 years. 5.5 years. There is... I don't know where the Korok is. Did I mark the wrong thing? Oh, wait, no. It should be up here. It should be right up on top of this thing. The way that it looks, it should be on this. I was like, oh, it's probably on the bigger piece and I have to climb that instead. It should be up here. I'm using the... I'm clicking on it to see what it is. Oh. Oh, it's a flower trail. You follow a flower. Where the fuck is the flower then? Basically a holiday. So the mark was just really weird on the interactive map. It showed it as being on the little one, but it was on the big one. We got there. Company do I go? Oh, not me. I was like, huh? I honestly don't even know who my health insurance is under, who my family's that I'm on. I know that I have an insurance card in my, what's it called? In my wallet, like with all of my IDs and shit, for when I need it. That. But hello, 6 Iron, how's it going? I have my own insurance with my employer. That's nice. Yeah, you guys want to know something that does kind of suck about what I do? As much as, like, a lot of the whole, like, I don't work for anyone, and I get to set my schedule and how I approach just, like, my entire day-to-day thing. As much as all that is nice, like, I don't get benefits. I don't have a stable, like, secured income. Like... my income is very directly reliant on how much effort I put in. And even then, like, there's so much variation outside of that. And, like, there's no benefits. I'm completely on my own. Tony Hawk's American Skateland on DS. My boy's going through a handheld phase. Know what you're talking about? Yep. I run 2. Well, actually 3, but the third one got shut down within an hour, and I'm trying to figure out why. Get it back. Tried to start a third business literally 6 days ago. It got shut down within an hour, so I'm trying to figure out what's up with that. Still no word back. They said it could take up to 7 days for us to respond. I'm on day 6. Still waiting. Still waiting to hear back. Make sure you do, otherwise you'll be penalized. Make sure I do what? Have health insurance. You get penalized for not having health insurance? Why don't you start with max pain on GB? Actually? That's, like, somewhat recently. Day 6 waiting on what? Okay, so I started a new side hustle, new business venture, selling on Etsy. And I set up my store, my storefront. It took like 3 hours to get everything set up and like, you know, the payment stuff all worked out, my identification verified, all that stuff. Went super fast to get it all set up. It's a hustle that Etsy doesn't require you to actually register through the government as a business. So that also made things a lot nicer and easier on me. But my store was up for 18 minutes once I finalized it. I got my first sale. Solid, like, $8 made right there. And then, like, $8 profit margin. I know. I'm good at this. And then Etsy shut my store down. They indefinitely suspended the store. And I'm on 6 days of waiting for a response because the automated thing telling me that it had been suspended said like, oh, check your email. We sent you a thing explaining why there. I didn't get said email, so I reached out to support. And the immediate response from support was, we escalated you to a specialist. You'll hear back within 7 days, and it's day 6. So I don't know why I immediately got shut down. If I did something wrong, I have no idea what I did wrong. Like, it's one of those things where I'm just like, well, it. And I did say that when I reached out to support. I was like, if I did set up something wrong, or if anything I'm doing is like against policy or anything, just let me know. Can't sell your own pee. I'm selling things that I can sell. You can thank Obama for that penalty as well. Yeah. Pros and cons. But, like, that's actually, it's something that I've been thinking about on and off a lot, is actually health insurance. Because it's like, why are you being ambiguous? Because I do the same thing with my other, like, e-commerce stuff, where I don't talk about what I sell. Because I like having it be faceless. I like just, like, having my thing and no one knows who's running it outside of, like, the people handling payments or whatever that go to me eventually. Which is confidential and all that. Like, I don't like... I like having it be, like, an anonymous little side hustle. Is it art? No, it's not art. Well, some might consider it art. Pretty good at what I do, but... It's not like drawings or like framed art or anything like that, no. It's original IP, so it's not like it's, you know, there's no copyright issue with it. Like, I don't know why my store got taken down right away. Did I ever find the horse statue? I did find the horse statue. I finally managed to get to it. Not that Etsy cares about IP. True. I've heard about Etsy's reputation with, like, artists and stuff. I know that a lot of artists are very, very jaded towards Etsy. No, I sell very, like, general goods type stuff. Like, something that is very marketable, very, very broad. It's not anything like weird or niche by any means. In both ventures, it's very wide appeal, very wide demographic. Makes the marketing a lot easier. Well, actually, I know some people who do marketing think that niche is easier. I've always kind of disagreed. I've always had a way easier time with like broad appeal type stuff. That one give me nothing! Never before have I seen a rock not give a single ore. That was fucked. It actually gave me nothing. Where was the Korok? Is it in a tree? Almost made 7,000 this week selling crap. Selling goods is great. Literal crap. Oh, I see it. It is in a tree. Come on. Yeah, I don't know. I've been kind of pissed about the Etsy thing. So I was talking about it the other day a bit. Like, it was it was very automated. No, STEM. It was all automated. Like, all I had to do was make the products. And then I was sending orders straight to supplier. It was made for order. Like, it was all automated. Like, once I made the product, did the marketing to, like, list it and everything and put it out there, it was out there. Like, I didn't have to do anything. There was no overhead. The supplier who was producing it for me, that was making it to order, was just taking the cost of production out of my cut. Like, no overhead, no stock to hold on my end. Like, I didn't have to order goods to my house and hold it here and hope that I could sell all of it after I ordered it. Like, it was all automated, all set up, and then Etsy was just like, after the first purchase, boom, struck down. Just bam, gone. IRS doesn't care that it's cash. That's probably true. I ranted about this last tax season, and you know that I'm gonna do it again this tax season. Because my taxes are a pain in the fucking ass. Like, no one's are enjoyable. Mine are pain. Anyway. I ranted about this last tax season. You'll probably hear the rant this tax season again. But why do I have to report everything? Why do I have to go and, like, pull all of that info together for the IRS? They already know what I made. They already know where it all came from, what it was. Because if I misreport, I'm gonna get fucking destroyed. Like, they already have all that info. Why do I have to curate and do all this shit for them if they know anyway? Why do I have to hire an accountant to do all that? Like, what the fuck? To be fair, the most painful part of me doing my taxes is all the business expenses. Genuine business expenses and business expenses, as my friends like to call them. They always will air quote me on my business expenses. Because, like, it's stuff like Modern Warfare 2 for me this year. My $70 purchase of Modern Warfare 2, that's a business expense. I'm gonna get that back on my tax refund. So they always air quote me on business expenses. They love to air tax me on business expense. My new computer I'm gonna build this year, it's going to be a business expense. Like I said, they always find out they do. TurboTax lobbyists want it that way. Is this just big TurboTax? Is TurboTax even that big? I don't know anyone personally who actually uses TurboTax. Oh, I thought I would be able to stand there. Fuck, man. Wait, was that an upward draft? Technically perform for work? See, me and my accountant have never realized that. At least they've never said it. I've never put that together. And my accountant's good, too. He's damn good. Like, he taught me the whole, since you stream from your bedroom and you pay rent on the apartment, get the square footage of just the bedroom and do it proportional to the square footage of your total apartment. Apply that ratio to your rent, and that's how much of your rent per month you can get back on your write-offs. I'm just like, what? I can do that? I can get my rent back? He's like, not all of it, but if you go and run the numbers on how big your bedroom is proportionate to your whole apartment, get some of it back each month. And I'm like, oh my god. You can get mileage back on your car as well. I didn't know about the car thing until it was too late. When I was in high school and like working actual like part-time jobs, my parents' accountant was doing my shit, and I was never told that. So I know that now. I know that I could have like gotten gas back from like working, but I didn't. Technically, you're running a business in your room. That's why it can be written off. It's because, like, essentially, at least as far as the way that you report it that way, the rent expense of that room is going towards the business and not towards just, like, personal use. It's... You can do a lot. Cole doesn't pay rent. Not anymore. You need to become an S-Corp? I've been doing sole proprietor the last few years. It works, but it's a pain. I honestly don't even know what the benefits of S-Corp would be. I haven't really looked into it. I've looked into LLC. I've considered it. I don't think it's worth it for me, in all honesty. Because really, like, end of the day, the biggest benefits of being an LLC come out of, like, the event that I get sued and have, like, an actual lawsuit against me. And on the YouTube side, it's like, that won't happen. Because I'm very careful about, like, copyright and stuff, and that's really the only thing I could get sued for on YouTube, unless I was wild. But realistically, with what I do, it would only ever be a copyright case. As far as my e-commerce stuff, it's, like, could be helpful just in the case of a lawsuit, but I do my job well. Just choose the name of your business, get a tax ID, then boom, do everything businesses can do. A separate IRA retirement account, which is good. I've always, like, no offense to the traditional way, none at all, because it's a good way. But, no, I save so well that I've never felt like an IRA or a, what's it called? Or Social Security will, like, it really be that worthwhile. I don't know. Because, like, I just talked about, like, I save 60% of everything. Like, every dollar that comes my way, 60% goes to savings and doesn't get touched. And when I tell you it doesn't get touched, I've literally never taken money out of my savings account. As of this day that I'm saying it, I have never once taken money out of my savings to make a purchase. I just haven't. Like, I don't know. Oh, that's right. You don't pay taxes on it. This is why I stream. Because then I'm not in the echo chamber of me sitting here all day just being, I don't think it's worth it. I forgot about the whole you don't get taxed on it thing. $100 in a month? Why only that much? Why not more? Explain. Minimum. Oh, okay. I was like, why only 100? Think bigger. Welcome to Breath of the Wild and taxes. Put up to 6K a year in an IRA. I'm bad at math. 500 a month is the max. Is that really all they let you put in? They don't allow more? I guess because it's not taxable, like, in the end game, they might not want you to put in more than that. Because, you know, not taxable. Get someone to help you take advantage of the system in the same way. I've always been of that mindset. Like, I've never been angry at someone for being wealthy because they're wealthy. Like, sure, maybe in some cases you could take an issue with how that wealth was made. And, like, you could get angry at the system for being busted. But, like, if the system is that busted, why not just itself? That's, like, entirely how I've always looked at it. I mean, you just heard me talk about all my write-offs. I was writing off my rent, every game I purchased. Like, I have cheesed the fuck out of tax write-offs as much as I can up to this point. I'm getting there. Goes up from time to time. Return on a Roth IRA is between 7 and 10%. I mean, 30% of what I save, not straight up 30. Let's say maybe like 5 to 10% of what I make like every month that I'll put it in. I put into like dividend shit. And I don't even know, I haven't run the return rate on that in a while. But I know that last year my return rate, because last year the market was great last year. Like post-COVID, like after May of last year, market was. This year has been a little rough, so my return probably isn't as high. But like I was getting like 15 to 20% returns on it last year. And that was like my long-term stuff. There were those sort of like flipping sort of stocks where I was like just buying low, selling high, or like doing calls or anything like that. But just on like the put it away, don't think about it stuff, I was getting great return rates last year. This year, probably not anywhere near as much. The stock market has really fucking sucked this year. Like the entire year. There hasn't been a good month for the market the entire year. And I wish I was like exaggerating or joking, but there really hasn't been. Like as someone who trades daily, really the longest stretch of like a healthy market that we've had, at least in the US this year, has been like 5 days. Like we've had it, it's been so painfully bad. It's taken so much more effort to make money off of the stock market this year than it did last year. Last year it was pretty easy. This year I've really had to put in a lot of effort to make a profit on the market. I've always thought taxing the rich at a higher percentage just because they have more money is unfair and immoral. I think there's like both sides to it, right? Like I definitely, I would say I empathize with both sides. Like I feel both ways simultaneously, where it's like, on one hand, why should I pay a larger portion of my total income than the average person just because I make more money? But on the other hand, it's like, even while paying a larger portion of my total income, I'm still significantly better off than the rest of the general public. And it's like, on both sides I can see it. On both sides, I empathize with both. Because, like, doesn't really matter. Balance would be 660. Solid amount. That would be a good amount. What kind of... How do I register again? What kind of business are we talking? E something. I'm just scrolling up. EBA, right? EBA, I can be able to do that. Just clarifying. Go to Fidelity or a company like that. You can set up a... Oh, all right. I don't even have to register differently tax-wise. Bet. Hello, Jessica. How's it going? Welcome to Breath of the Wild, Taxes, and You. I don't know how many Koroks I'm at, but I think I might be over 600 at this point. Like, I think I might have passed it already, and I've just been going and thinking and talking about taxes. And whatever else. The state of Call of Duty, whatever else I've talked about today. Apex and how it drives away new players. All the random things I've spoken of. Our taxes being very different. Yeah. Yep. US taxes are interesting. I genuinely think taxes are interesting to talk about and learn about and all that. It's just so weird. Like, our system is very much set up to where, like, if you ignore a lot of the stuff, you'll just kind of get fucked over and you won't even know it. But there's so many weird little things that you could just take advantage of, and it's like infinite money glitch. Long term, not short term, but like eventually it's just like, yeah, I got money for doing nothing. Any seeds? I don't know. A lot. I've just been kind of sitting here doing it, not really thinking about it. And I'm probably over 600 or like super close to it. Top 10% of income earners pay 80% of all taxes. Yeah, that's... See, that's a number that's like, Jesus Christ. Let me just fast travel to this tower right here so that I can see it in the menu. $608. We're at 608. I don't even need to be Korok hunting anymore. For the day, I mean. I want to get at least one... What's it called? Heart container a day. So... I'm going to set my map to shrines. And brace yourself, because I know some people aren't. But I'm just going to get myself a shrine. I've done 95 shrines naturally. I'm at the end game. I'm just going to start using the interactive map to finish them up. That's a DLC one. The DLC logo on the interactive map is at least different. Makes it a lot easier on me. Maze one. This one. It looks like I've really gotten all of them for general. Or not. I spoke a moment too soon. There is still one up here. Right there. Not even far from the top. It's cold. Why is my shit not, like, filtered right? Bird clothes. Oh, wait. These are equal defense now. That's interesting. top 10% earn a way disproportionate amount, or share of the income. I wouldn't say the top 10% earn a massively disproportionate amount. I don't know what that percentage would be, though, but I think saying 10% of the population earns a disproportionate amount of wealth is definitely overblowing it a bit. Like, there certainly is a portion of the population that earns way more than is ever needed, right? But it's definitely not 10%. 10% is a pretty large amount of people. Like, in the United States, that would be like 33, 35 million people that earn a disproportionate amount of wealth. That sounds not right. Just saying that out loud. But, again, I see both sides of the whole, do we tax people who make more or no? Because even with, like, what Jacob's saying, right? Like, just looking at it, say, because he said what? Everyone pays 10%, I think? Yeah, we need a flat rate, like 10%. Say I make, like, say I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I'm making, like, $40,000 a year. Something like that, right? If I pay 10% of my income every year, I'm paying, like, $4,000, roughly speaking. Compare that to someone who makes, like, a disproportionate amount of wealth, even just, like, not even going into the billions. Say someone at the very top making, like, 200 million, they're paying 20 million compared to my 4,000 with a flat rate. But that is not at all how we do it. It's, how much would you pay making 40,000? 18%? I don't know. Let me pull up the tax bracket in the US. Let me pull it up. It's something like that. Is this? Wait. That's a significant change this year. Whoa, things are changing. Is this confirmed? Yeah, this is confirmed, I guess. Source IRS. This is confirmed. Wow, that's different. Okay. So, looking at the 2023 tax season brackets for the US, the way they're doing it. Okay, if you make between 22,000 and 89,000, this is married. Can I find not married, actually? That's better. It applies. Here it is. Okay, never mind. Here we go. If I were to make $40,000, that would put me in the bracket that at the top end ends at 41,000. I would be paying 12%. That's still like 40. I'm really bad at math. I think that's 4,400, 4,800, something like that. Then if you make more than 500,000 a year, you're paying 37%. So let me then pull up. I'm just trying to illustrate for one side because I very, very much understand and agree with both sides on this. This is just one of the things where I'm like, there really isn't a right answer, is there? Times 7. God. Okay, yeah. So going off my example, if I make let me calculate the other one just to be accurate. I'll just be completely numerically accurate with what I'm saying here. Okay. It is 4,800. I was almost right. If I'm in that tax bracket making 40,000 a year, barely getting by, I owe the government $4,800 at the end of the year in the US as it is this year. But if you were to make, like, how much money did I say the first time? I said 500 million, right? I did. I know I did. So I was like, did I put that in right? I did. If you actually did make 500 million in the United States, then this year on taxes, you should expect to pay about 185 million of the 500 million you made. And on one hand, it's like, yeah, you still keep $315 million, right? That's not enough money to get by on. But it is like, does that person deserve to pay a disproportionate amount of difference just because they make way more? No, it's one of those things. Are they gonna be fine? Absolutely. But is that really, like, morally a fair thing? Or, like, ethically a more thing? I don't know. Or the right thing. Let's just say, is that really the right way to approach it? It's not fair. It's not a fair system. Like, does everyone survive on this system? Yes, absolutely. But, like... I mean, it ultimately comes back to, as well, like... how well is that money actually being used? Which, that's a whole thing to get into. Obviously, it's a factor of the conversation, though. Like, is the money at least being used well enough that if I am paying that disproportionate amount, I feel that it's going towards something worthwhile? Because that's a very important thing to consider as well. Our lower end tax bracket is 20%, really? Our lowest is 10. Middle is 40, holy shit. 45% on the high end. Yeah, your taxes are way higher than ours. And ours are not small. Like I said, like those people who are making like a disproportionate amount of money, they're still paying back a shit ton to the government. Like, could you imagine being a single person funding the government like $200 million a year, roughly speaking? That's crazy. Especially considering that other people are paying like 4,000. Like their money, why even tax the lowest bracket at that point, right? Like, is their $4,000 even doing anything when you have people paying like 200 million who are at that very high end? It's one of those things where it's just like, they're really, I've said it about many a thing in politics, but I tend to be of the belief that pretty much in every political topic, there is no right answer. There are answers that will be right for some people and not for others on literally every single thing you could bring up. And there's just never going to be a universal right answer. So it might be a very pessimistic outlook of mine, but I genuinely in my life have gotten to the point of like, why do I even care? Like, we're never going to reach a solution that everyone can be happy with. Why even try? It's not worth the mental energy. The bottom 55% of income earners don't pay taxes. Well, sure. But I just had the brackets open. To not pay taxes, this year, it's if you make less than 22,000, which is a significant jump, in all fairness. But I can tell you that last year, when I was looking at the brackets, it was only if you made less than 12,000 a year. And it's like, who is actually making less than $12,000 a year? It's like high schoolers working their part-time jobs while living with their parents. Because, like, you can make way more than 12K a year working part-time. If you're making less than 12K working part-time, it's like, I mean, at that rate, you're not even putting in very many hours, right? Let's say, what's minimum wage in Minnesota right now? I'm running numbers again. Wow, our minimum wage took a big jump from when I was working. Thanks, bitches. Good for the rest of you guys, I guess. Fuck me. I worked for $8.50 an hour at the low. Now it's at $10.59 an hour is minimum wage. That's the least you can legally pay someone. Fuck off. But I'm already becoming angry boomer because 4 years ago I worked for $8.50 and now it's at $10.60 is minimum wage. So hold on, let me say right now, if you're making less than 12,000 and let's say you're working like a minimum wage part-time job, how many hours does that work out? Per month and per week. Wait, that's not the number I was expecting. Did I do this right? Hold on. Whoa, 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 that's not what I was expecting to see. Hold on, big numbers. Whoa. At least in Minnesota, if you're gonna make a taxable income, 22,000 or more this year, you would be working 43 hours a week at minimum wage. Which is not what I was expecting. You could probably tell that just from the way I was going in. I was expecting that it would be like a 20-hour-a-week thing. That's also probably because of how it was when I worked. Let me just even rewind, like, let's say last year's tax bracket where you started paying at like 12,000. Well, you paid at like 12.6. Let me read. And then let's say a minimum wage last year was $9.50. I don't know what it was in Minnesota last year, but let me run it that way. Because, like, there's a reason that I was thinking of the way I was thinking. Because last year, to start paying taxes on minimum wage, you would only have to work 25 hours, assuming that I'm roughly estimating well enough with the 12.6K and $9.50 an hour. That is very much like a massive difference that's been made this year, for sake of transparency. My first few jobs started at $5.15, but I'm probably the oldest person here. I mean, maybe? My first job was $6 an hour. But can we... Like, let's see. Jacob, when was your first job? Like, not calling you a boomer, I swear. Oh, 20 years ago, maybe? I'm just guessing here. And it was $6 an hour. The last part-time job I had was 2 years ago. I worked for $10 an hour. After 2 promotions, I was at $10 an hour. Which is also because I had a shitty boss, in all fairness. But after 2 promotions and about 2 years working at the place, I was working for $10 an hour. And now, 2 years later, that's less than minimum wage. It's gone from 8 when I was last working to $10.60 in 4 years of what I can definitively say for my state, like, the minimum wage numbers were. That's a very large jump in a very short amount of time. Oh, fuck! I thought that was it, too. Hold on, I could probably boost this one over. The glasses are just because my eyes were strained earlier from working at my monitor. I've been sitting at this desk all day. Since 6 a.m. I've been at this desk working stuff, so. 2006? So, 16 years ago? God. Like, I'm not crazy. That's a really large increase in minimum wage in a very small amount of time. Granted, like, no one's gonna beat around the bush here. Like, unless you currently work for presidential office or anything like that. Like, the US economy has not had the best year. I don't think any of us Americans are gonna pretend that it has, because it really hasn't. But, like, still, that's a really big jump. Especially considering last year and the year before were, like, admittedly, 2 years ago is when I started paying attention to the economy. That's when I started trading. I don't know before that firsthand. I only know what I've been told by other people of various political beliefs. And other people of various political beliefs have told me very different things. But 2 years ago and last year, we had great economic years. This year, not so much. But, like, that's a large jump. Yeah, when I sit here for too long without them on, like working on stuff, my eye, well, it's not both of them, it's one of my eyes that gets super strained and it gives me migraines. So, yeah. I don't think I've ever, I've definitely said it on YouTube stream at some point. I know that I haven't said it on like a Breath of the Wild stream. This eye, my right eye, actually has perfect vision. This lens is bullshit. This is a bullshit lens. My left eye is the bad one. One of my eyes is fine. But like this lens is not prescription. It's essentially a fake lens. It's just a little pane of glass that is made to look exactly like this one. Go! Why? Before someone says it, someone always says it. No, I don't have cataracts. Or a cataract. I don't. I just have a fucked up eye from... Assumedly, it's from head trauma. And in the case of this eye, trauma to the eye itself. Because, very little family history of, like, needing glasses, like poor eyesight. Especially in my immediate family, I'm the only one who has glasses of any kind, and it's only in one eye. And it's not like a cataract, anything like that. It's just, I've got a fucked eye. It's just kind of assumed to be from head trauma. But do I not start all the way at the top? Like, does the snowball just not have to be that big, I wonder? Maybe the whole thing here is that it makes you think you need to start at the top. Or maybe you're supposed to, like, freeze it and redirect it at some point along the way. Maybe I could just outbrain this thing another way. How far up does this lane? Probably supposed to be... That was... I didn't know there was a term for that. My right eye is my good eye. I'm ambidextrous, but I use my left hand for more things than I use my right hand for. I'm essentially left-handed. I'm right-handed in some things, but not many. I don't necessarily have, like, a dominant and non-dominant hand. It's just, like, I like using my left hand. I write with my right hand. I shoot with my right hand. Pretty much everything else I'm left-handed. I can't think of anything else I'm right-handed in. Oh, I use my mouse with my right hand. I shoot in games with my right hand. I game with my right hand. Dominant. I don't have my mouse on the left side of my desk. Which, I have a buddy who is fully left-handed and does have his mouse on the left side of his desk. And it, even to me, is, like, bizarre. I don't know what... Oh, come on, there's a puzzle in here, too? I thought this one would be free. I eat with my knife and the wrong way around. Yeah, when I was little, and like when I was a kid, like little, and I was learning how to use a knife and fork to cut food, my dad would correct me and make me change the hand that I was using the knife in. Because I would always be using it in my left, and he was like, no, you use the knife with your right hand, and you use your left hand to hold the fork down. I'm like, but why does it matter? Even as a kid, I was like, but let me just do it this way? Because he thought I was right-handed, because in school, I wrote with my right hand, so, like, the teacher, like, I thought I was right-handed. Because I was, like, 6 and learning how to write. And my teacher, like, my kindergarten teacher was like, oh, you're right-handed. Oh, I know how to... Used among shoots. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not familiar with the... I don't shoot for sport. I never have. I've always just done it for fun because, you know, I'm American. So of course I was taught to go and like shoot clays for fun. Go to the shooting range. Fun. I don't know where the chest is. Oh wait, I got the chest. I'm fucking stupid. I already got it. Whoops. So, give heart container. I have 20 heart containers right now. I had to think for a second. I almost said 15, but then I caught myself. 608 Koroks, 96 shrines complete. So that's, assuming I keep up the 50 Koroks a day pace, roughly, 6 more days of what's it? Of Korok hunt. And even if I just did 1 heart container a day, that would also actually be 6 days. I could just do that. Like, get at least 1 heart container a day, get at least 50 Koroks a day, side quest for the rest of it. And I'll be done with the absolute collectathon in 6 days. I did see the Hollow Knight tattoo, but, you know, the whole... I try not to type in the Discord. I did see it, though. Great. Very cool. Too lazy to teach me to write with with my left hand. I'm the only left-hander in my family. Like, I write with my right hand, but I'm really not right-handed. I spin to my left on skis and snowboards. People who ski and snowboard would know that that's irregular. I ride goofy. Skateboard and snowboard. Where am I going? 6 to 7 hours. Oh, I don't even want a tattoo. Like, well, I think I've mentioned this before. I kind of want a tattoo. I like tattoos. I like the way they look. I like tattoo culture. I think it's interesting. I think it's cool. Like, I would like a tattoo, but also the process of getting one just sounds like a pain in the ass. And there's nothing that I'm like, oh, I would get that tattooed on my body, like, confidently and know that I wouldn't regret it. There's, like, nothing like that for me. That I'm like, oh, yeah, I would get that and never haunt me. I should tame Ganon. Oh, horse. I read it house at first. I was baffled. Hold on. I'm gonna get this done. Breath of the Wild, moderate. This is a moderate one. I need that battle axe plus. I like tattoos. My most recent ex loved getting tattooed. She had a ton. She had a lot of them. And I was always just like, damn, you get the... She really was, like, if she had, like, a moderate interest in anything, she would get it tattooed. I was just like, oh my god, I could never. Like, I could never do that. You are fucking crazy for this. She had so much random shit. That's a battle axe. It better only be 1+ and not 2. Oh, wait. How? How is that not a flurry? Alright. Take this. Spin to win on the combat trial guardian. What? Oh, come on. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Show me what you got. Fuck. She has bees tattooed above her knee. No, she, like, there was something behind, like, every one of her tattoos. She had a ton. Thankfully, she was not one of those, like, get people's names tattooed kind of people, though. Because that has always been the one for me that I'm like, never would I ever get a tattoo of someone's name or let them get a tattoo of my name. That will never happen. People are people. And people are assholes. Don't spin again. No, oh, for fuck. I hate this attack. Like, I could run away from it. Oh wait, I only just remembered. This bonus apparently, allegedly increases my damage. Oh, that's it! It was just a single plus. Never get someone's name. That's... Shit's... I can't imagine getting someone's name tattooed. Because, like, what happens every time you see something about someone getting another person's name tattooed? It's like, person ends up doing something really shitty, you never talk to that person again, and you have to change or remove the tattoo. Can't remember. There was a really funny one where someone, like, changed it. They, like, added or removed a letter. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I think you can glide, but, like... It's that same thing where it's like, I could run away from it. Like, I could just dodge it. But it's a quarter heart of damage. Like, it barely hurts you. And I might as well get some attacks in before it, like, launches me away. Because otherwise, I'm just doing nothing for the entire duration of it. It's a zoning attack on me. Frustrating. And it's not a threatening zoning attack. It's not one that's going to kill me. It's a zoning attack that serves no purpose outside of just prolonging the fight. Making it so I can't deal damage to the Guardian. Like, ideally, if you're going to do a zoning attack like that, make it do a ton of damage so that I have to go away. Like, make it actually threatening in some way so that it's not what it is for me, where it's like, I have no reason to avoid the attack. I might as well just keep bashing on him until it hits me. I would never get her name tattooed on. Yeah, it's like that. It's just not a good idea. Because shit happens. And it's not, like, not getting someone's tattoo, not getting someone's name tattooed doesn't mean that you expect something like that to happen. But, like, there's always the possibility that something like that could happen. There's another one! Oh my god, he wants... Oh, I think I have one. Maybe. No, I have a frost blade. I don't think I have a spear. I'm Googling it. Frost spear location. Hebra Mountains. That's these, right? No. Hebra. Hebra. It's a snowy... Where would I go? That's a very large area to search. There's a couple of treasure chests in shrines that I... Have I done Namika Oz in Central Hyrule? It doesn't look like... I could get one from a shrine. There's another shrine in this region. Oh, wait, this one. Damn it, I've gotten all the chests in that one. No, I have not been to Hyrule Castle yet. I guess I just go search Hebra Mountain. Well, it's one way to get them. I could also just go find that shrine. Like that, it would work. I know that there's one there. I would get an orb. Honestly, I should do that. I think that's gonna be the smarter use of time. Oh, I cloaked. Shrine is the Namika Oz, which said it was in Central Hyrule. None of the shrines in Central Hyrule are named that. On batteries. None of them are named that. What? Oh. Hold on, if I click on it, will it give me a map location? Ah, it did! Fuck, I got it already! Alright, I'm searching the mountains. I'm suffering from success here. Oh, and I'm here. I'm suffering from already having done so many shrines and collected all of their loot. I didn't even realize I was at this shrine that I have to melt my way out of. Hyrule Castle comes all the way at the end. Very end. Guess we need to tax you more? Yeah. Where's the Korok tax? Let me through! Yeah, I think I just pretty much have to run around and fight monsters until I find one. Oh, come on! That was just a bad shot. There. Pretty sure I've taken a picture of this. Oh, I have. Okay. Not hacked Perdos. Yeah, what was that? Discord got hacked? Apparently. What did you click, huh? picture. Beautiful. Definitely not going to attack me. Oh, this guy might have one. I see this fella. Moose. We have those here. Contrary to popular belief, they're not only in Canada. We have them in the northern US too. He does not have one. Shit, man. Ooh. You have different emails for everything? Why? What? I don't necessarily need great loot, though. We did recently get a blood moon. I honestly think I'll have better luck over here with the frost Lizalfos, the icy Lizalfos, because they've dropped these before. I know that they have. And most of the time I've fought them, it's been in that region. Yeah, like, even I'm, like, really big on my account security and everything. I don't have separate emails for my accounts. I don't have a pic. I mean, I could use a picture for, like, a ground loot spawn, but I think this might just be... We'll see. Hold on. That is a good idea. I think I do have a frost spear picture, though. But, like, along this trail, where there's a bunch of icy Lizalfos and stuff. See his... Fairly certain this is where I found them in the past. Nice claim. As I'm searching. Do you have? I have one. Can't go faster. You don't have one. It doesn't even have a weapon. You guys should use a picture. I swear. There's a reason I've, like, always had one of these. Like, these dudes have got to be dropping them. Oh, that's it. Look at that. Oh, wait, maybe not. That looks like it's just a normal spear. Yeah, that's a normal one. Shit. You have an icy spear, right? Nope. Right? Fun. Tundra. I'll use the picture tracker. I'll go to the same in. I do have, like, I feel like most people have to have one. Modern day. I know that, like, all of my friends have one. Not all of them, but a lot of them have one of these. Like a name that our like our alt accounts are under. That's just not our name. Like, it's literally just not us. My sister has one. And that tells me that's got to be super normal to have one of those nowadays. My sister has, like, a fake name that she uses for her alt accounts. means everyone's got to be doing it. Not exactly someone who uses it a ton. Well, outside of like Instagram, it's, you know, normal. What you'd expect from a teenage. Tundra is this way. You mean like usernames? No, like a first and last name. That I have like a couple of alt accounts for stuff. It started as like a meme in my friend group, the name that I use. But I then like made an alt account under it one time. And I've just done it since, where like my alt accounts are under this random name that is not my name. Why are you wearing glasses? My eyes are strained from sitting at my computer all day without wearing them. I've been working at my desk since 6. Oh, goodbye. Not a full name? Yeah, I have a first and last name. Looks legit as fuck. Definitely not suspicious at all. Like, I don't have an actual TikTok account. But at this point, it's not even just, like, alt accounts. It's kind of like, since my name is on, like, all of my shit, like my Twitter and my YouTube channel and all that stuff, my Twitch, like, all of my, like, public accounts, pretty much. Like, my private accounts that I don't use, like, commercially in any way. I just use the alt account name at this point. Like, the one TikTok account I have, since I don't have one for my channel, is just under that name. There isn't a TikTok using my name. A TikTok account. My name. Even though I do have a TikTok account. I feel like I've been tricked. I feel like there's no camps of enemies out here. What other side quests do I have? Where's Warbler's Nest? Somewhere around here. I don't think I have it marked. Been there. Guess what's happening again? The Frost Spear I'll come across at some point. God, so many ads on this site. Jesus. Well, it just sounds like it would be. I can't get a map location. What if I put the side quest name in? Cool. Yeah, that seems a lot better. Much better result. They don't give a map location for this. They say paraglide to the west from Rito Village to somewhere with stone pillars sticking out of the ground. So I guess I just go over here and look for stone pillars. Oh, there. I see it. None. That's not pillars. That's statues. I'm gonna assume that that's right, though. Luminous stone all around here. A lot of it, actually. Ow! There's a lot of it. Oh. Side quest. Oh. Smaller than expected. Like, you can use me? Zero was 22 years ago. Don't know that there was a 0 year, but I don't even know if we would have that document or not. I guess we would have that document. Was there ever actually a 0 year? I've always just kind of assumed that it jumped from like 1 BC to 1 AD. You know what was one of the dumbest things that I was taught as a kid? This was like a church thing that I was taught. Like, BC is before Christ, right? It's just, like, that's the universal calendar thing for back then. But I was taught, growing up, that AD meant after death. But, like... Then the question was, like, well, didn't Jesus die in, like, 20-some AD? And it's like, yeah. I can't remember what it stands for, actually. Oh, yeah. It's for the Latin phrase Anno Domini. That's right. I was like, it was something in another language. Concept of a year 0 is a modern myth, but a very popular one. CE? Wait, what is CE? Hold on. I've heard BCE before. Common Era and before Common Era. That's right. I actually haven't heard CE before. Is a child? Oh my god. Okay, that was a lot of info. The pond near the entrance. I'm starting there. Where is the... Oh, this pond? Or PI. That is not how you fish, child. That is how bears fish. We are more sophisticated. Oh, is it goat butter and salmon? Is that the recipe? Wait, I thought there were 4 of them. So one of them's gonna be like up at the top. One of them is gonna be looking for a bird now. No, but bird people are people. Bird people are people too. This and a salmon. If it keeps telling me that my batteries are low, I'm gonna... Alright, let's go buy some goat butter and catch a salmon. Fuck. I need to go up top first. There's an ingredient I'm missing. Oh, goat butter. Oh wait, I don't even need to... I have goat butter. Man, this music sound... I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna make a Genshin Impact joke. But I'm not gonna do it. People have not appreciated the Genshin jokes as much as I thought they... Wow, that is just like... This is a guaranteed fish catch right here. That's crazy. I gotta go all the way up top. Do I have speed up food? I think I might have used it all. Just to speed up the whole back and forth. Oh, I could... I'll speed up the back and forth. I know a way to get up high without using speed up food or taking 2 minutes to do it. Fast travel. We're more than 2/3 of the way done with the Koroks. Moving at a brisk pace on Koroks. Alright, there's a child up here somewhere. Not all the way up here. Still pretty close to up. Here, child. Okay. It looks like this is the highest point. That doesn't look like a child. I didn't even know I would have to come back and, like, complete this. That's interesting. That's done. What are these other... Bird, children... Oh. That cooked pot. Shit, where... That's the entry. I was gonna say, shouldn't I be really close to it if that's the entry? Yes, I actually said this morning to a friend that I think we need to go to 200 players for... Because that map is really, really big. And it's like, I'm finding other players at a reasonable pace, in all fairness. Like, you know, I'll get in a fight, there will be a minute or two of downtime, I'll get in another fight. Like, it feels well-paced, but it doesn't feel as chaotic as Warzone used to. Oh, I was gonna sleep at the fire. I was sitting here... Want to sit at the fire. Oh, there it was. Map needs more color, but that's not too big a deal. Yeah, I mean, It really is like the general color scheme is between like yellow and red. I think the TDK is the TTK. I said it earlier. I'll say it again. The TDK in Warzone 2 right now is time to kill. I should not be abbreviating because not everyone knows. Time to kill right now feels like I'm playing multiplayer. It doesn't feel like I'm playing a battle royale. The fuck? It's 5 a.m. I'm up by this time. That didn't work. Alright, I'll go to noon then. One of those people. Sleeps off. A bum, as I like to call them. Sorry, people who sleep until noon. Noon. My take's okay. My take is pretty much, from what I understand, I haven't actually seen Dr. Disrespect talk about proximity chat, but I've heard from other people what he said about it. My take is pretty much, I like that there is proximity chat. I think the implementation that we got is unbelievably lazy though, where it's literally just, if you are within a certain range, you'll be hearing the other players' voices as if they're just like in a lobby chat or in your party chat. It's not directional. It doesn't have any attenuation to it, which is the dev fancy term for, it doesn't get quieter the further you are away from it. Like the sound doesn't fade. It's either on or it's not. And there's no, it's very binary and it feels super lazy and half-baked. I think it should be directional, and I think it needs to have attenuation for it. And it's like, maybe they didn't do that because they don't want you to, what's it called? To know exactly where people are when they're talking. But like, the solution is don't use the in-game chat, frankly. If I'm being honest, if I'm being entirely honest, I don't know why you would ever use the in-game lobby chat for your VoIP in Warzone 2. Yeah. All it is ever going to do is give away your position to other people. And even though it doesn't give your position away, it will tell other people you are very close to them. And they will know to be hunting you down, even if they don't know where you are. Hey. Oh. Are you not the child that's supposed to go sing? Where's this quest? Wait, where is this? Oh, it's a shrine quest. God damn. That's not even the child I was looking for. Doesn't it work even if you're in a party, though? Doesn't what work if you're in a party? Oh. The proximity chat? It does. But, I mean, first solution, even if what I'm about to say wasn't a thing. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, first solution, even if what I'm about to say didn't exist, just don't use the actual COD chat, like use something else, Discord, PlayStation Party, Xbox Party, whatever, like Skype, TeamSpeak. There's all these other things out there that are better than the COD shit anyway, like have better bitrate and sound quality and all that. Like, I don't know why you would use it in the place outside of just playing cross-platform with a friend, But even then, it's like Discord, Skype, TeamSpeak. Like, those are cross-platform. Anyway, that's it. Yeah, second of all, if you use the party channel system in the social tab of Modern Warfare 2, it will not put you through to proximity chat. Saint 2012, I'm just saying there are so many other things you could use outside of that that won't give away that you're near someone in a battle royale game. It just seems like such sound logic. Somewhere high. Where am I supposed? I've been all the way to the top. I've been to the top of, like, the stairs and huts and whatever. Not huts. Structure? I don't know what to call them. Fuck is bird child. Not the bird. I'm right that that's not who I'm looking for. Yeah, it's not. Okay. Not Kotz, Genli, and only missing one. Think like a bird. Fuck. Uh-oh. That didn't even hurt. Actually forgot about Skype. Dude, there are some people who do still use Skype this day. Like, that's where the Divine Beast is. Where the fuck else? Can the bird children fly? Oh my god. Get over here. Yeah, I like proximity chat, like being in Warzone. I think it's led to some really funny clips on the internet already, like in a day of it existing. But the way that they did it is just so lazy. I can't really get behind the way they did it, even though I really like the idea of it. Like, Tarkov has the best proximity chat. It has attenuation. It's not very loud, either. It's directional. And it doesn't disrupt the gameplay, even though people in the game will use it to communicate. Because what it's led to in Tarkov, at least, where everyone's trying to, like, keep their valuables. If someone else kills you, they can take all your stuff, lose it, sort of thing. Everyone's trying to keep their stuff. It actually, genuinely, like, you'd be surprised. It leads to so many players, like, making truces with each other and even working together to, like, get things done in raid. And extract together and all that. I've done it with a ton of random people I've never met before on Tarkov. But, like, even when I'm communicating with someone else like that, people will know exactly where we are, and that's never really led to a gameplay problem. And there's way more to lose in Tarkov than there is in a game of Warzone 2. I'm looking for the bird that's up top. They just are saying, like, oh, she's up somewhere high practicing her songs. That bird child. I don't know which name. Found the one at the pond. I found the one in the shop. I found the one at the cooking pot. I just need this last one. Of this mountain? You can, but that's where I started. Like, I traveled up to the Divine Beast, and there was no bird child present. Oh my god, she's just randomly on this fucking ledge. How did you get up here? Oh, to bantha wheat. That's what I was missing. Oh shit, I keep going too far down. Oh my god. Hey chat, my controller batteries are low. Did you guys know that? I didn't. Till just now. Oh, that's rice. Why does it tell you so often that your batteries are low? That is the 4th time it has told me that that specific controller's battery is low. And it's told me on the other controller twice, too. I don't need to be reminded that often. In about an hour. Goat butter, salmon, and wheat. Something. It made aware. Like, Xbox would give you notification, but it would give you, like, one notification, like, about 2 hours before your controller actually died. And that was it. I think it actually might have given you another one, like, 10 minutes before. Something like that, if I remember right. But, like, this has been telling me, like, every 10, 15 minutes that one of my batteries is low. It's really like, hey, your batteries are still low, just in case you forgot. I didn't. Ow. I thought that was it telling me they were low again. I was about to come unhinged. But it was actually dead. My chapstick. Roll off. Okay. There. I was seeing... if I had anything good to cook. So, ninja? Question mark? Possibly. I actually want to see what people are saying. This one's definitely... Wow! Wow. Overwhelming majority would rather be a ninja than a pirate. Why? Make it make sense to me. Like, there's pros and cons to both. But why is it such a majority towards a ninja? Welcome back, Jacob. Oh, see, now that's some good stuff, right? Carrots. That's more what I was... I don't actually use the food all that often at this point. In all honesty, like, I really only use the food when I'm super low. Like, well, I might as well. And then I'll eat like one full restore. And other than that, I only eat it when I need an effect. I've played Black Flag. I'm not getting on a boat. I can't swim. Black Flag is great, though. Come on. Why would you want to be a pirate? Because it's cool. Why would you want to be a ninja? The answer to both is the same. It's because it's cool. Get to see a reason to be a pirate. Constantly filthy as hell, stuck on a boat all the time. Yeah, but pirates are cool. Jack Sparrow. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the speedrunner versus hunter stuff. That's been my recommended. The lyrics, you're whistling. This is where the shrine pops out of the ground. Pooyah. Oh. Dies from a random ball or gets hit. On. Am I supposed to just shoot threes? That's the only. Oh wait. Wait, what? They are not singing in the same order that the rocks would make me think they're supposed to. Same one. Oh my god. Fifth element? I don't think so. The song doesn't oh. This will change the note. Sounds the exact same, even though I said a different thing. Let me try with this one. Wait. Which one of you was it? Wind? Got it. What the fuck? Korok right there. Let's try it their way. And it's the middle one, right? Oh, I have to stand on the thing. Oh. Why'd the color change? Alright, I'll do the numbers then. Fuck off. They're colored notes now? I only just caught that. Purple? Where's purple? I'm guessing at this point. What? Alright, no note out of that one. Do I have to be standing on? The fuck? Oh, purple. Game is terrible. Joy-Cons. Why would the notes only appear in the right order? That immediately makes this the worst kind of puzzle you can have in a game. And that's a trial and error puzzle. Nothing worse than a puzzle where you just have to try it, and if it doesn't work, you do it the other way. You start from the beginning. I use Joy-Cons, nice try. These are fucking terrible. You can't tell me they're not. These are awful. Worst controller I own is... And I own some bad controllers. Not in any way that I noticed, because I tried just doing the numbers in order, and that didn't do anything. Like, there's no reason that the rocks are even numbered off. It has nothing to do with the puzzle. Oh, wait, maybe their age, because they were listed as, like, eldest to... Okay. Never mind. It does have a correlation. I have baby hands. My issue with them is that they're so, I don't know the word for it. I don't know how I would describe it. Like, I know exactly what I'm thinking. They work in like an on or off kind of way. I don't really know how to describe it. Where like, I think it's mostly just because of how small everything is. Where it's like, you can barely touch the stick and move slower. But like, the difference in the nuance of like my PS5 controller's thumbstick and the Joy-Con's controller thumbstick. Very big difference. There's a massive difference between like a standard gamepad in terms of like how much control you have, how much fine control you have over it, and how little you have with the Joy-Con. Especially with the sticks. The buttons are like fine, even though they're tiny and kind of weird. Like the buttons aren't really the problem. The thumbsticks are the problem for me with the Joy-Cons. Yep, the little birds can fly. Sure enough. I'll mark it on the map. At some point, I'll be sweeping this area anyway, and I'll be like, oh, I already got it. I can just mark it then. We do the shrine. Ooh, Lota. Bird children are very odd looking. And the fish children. I've joked about the fish children plenty, but like, just look weird. There's something kind of creepy about the fish kids. The bird kids just look off. I don't even know how to describe it. Oh my god, it... Fuck off. Yeah, try this. Okay, so jumping takes stamina, but climbing doesn't. Oh, ladders. I've never had a ladder that has actually been long enough for me to burn stamina doing it. That's a first. I just learned ladder mechanics like 100 hours into this game. Genuinely. My god, what are we doing here? Yeah, but like the Goron kids look fine. Goron kids are good. The Hylian kids look fairly normal. The fish and the bird children just look like kind of uncanny. Oh. God, looks pretty off in real life. Okay, true. What's here for? Oh. I was like, what the fuck? What? Ah, okay. Oh. Then I go to the door. That's it. Okay, that one wasn't bad. It looked bad going in. It looked like it was going to be a difficult puzzle. I was just like, oh no, why? Why do this to me? That wasn't bad at all. That was pretty alright. Got an extra orb for the day. I got 10 extra Koroks for the day. We're at 610 Koroks. I got some side quests done. Babies are kind of ugly. Someone I knew in high school recently had his son was just born. And God, that I said it to our other friends. I was like, that is an ugly baby. Because sometimes, okay, also, like, it was a newborn picture, right? And, like, they normally look ugly when they're, like, newborn. And I was just like, oh my God, that baby. Because, like, babies look weird. A lot of the time they do. There's not many babies that aren't ugly. Like, when they're babies. It was just very funny that we were all just like, yeah, that baby. Yeah, anyway. Babies, a lot of the time, are ugly. I would agree. I just recently had a, like, damn, that's an ugly baby moment. Alright, I said at the beginning, and a little bit in, that I was ending early today to get back on the grind set with the videos. And I'm sticking with that. I'm sticking with it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. I didn't actually expect to go this long initially, but I was just like in that flow of getting things done. But I'm cutting myself off to get back to the video work. I hope you guys enjoyed. Enjoy, and you're new around here, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub, come back another time. Sorry, hiccup. I've been doing this. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, comes out on PC tomorrow. Gonna be starting that, going through that as well, and just playing other new releases through the rest of the year, other Zelda games in the foreseeable future once this is done. So feel free to come back another time. Also, if you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a like on the stream. Helps out a lot with the algorithm when the stream turns into a video, goes out to search, recommended, all that. Helps out with giving it a little extra boost, so I'd really appreciate it. If you're looking for links to anything outside of my YouTube, feel free to go ahead and check the links in the description. Down there you can find stuff like my Twitter, our Discord server, anything like that you might be looking for, you can find down there. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see all of you guys back here next time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.